winners don't eat meat. What? That's kinda weird. But wait, this isn't an arcade game. It's a console game, a downloadable console game, and a good one at that. It's Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game, today on Power Up! And welcome to this edition of Power Up. Just recently, I saw Scott Pilgrim vs. the World in the theater. I highly enjoyed it due to the massive amount of gaming references. Shortly before the movie came out, Ubisoft released a downloadable game on the PS3 and Xbox 360 titled Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game. It was done in a retro style, and with it looking more like an 8 or 16-bit game more than a current gen one. Firstly, any of you watching this have a significant other? For those of you answering yes, did he or she have any evil exes? And if yes, did you have to fight them all? Well, Scott Pilgrim met the girl of his dreams, Ramona, and it appears she had a couple of ex-boyfriends, 7 as a matter of fact. And he finds out to date Ramona, he has to fight them all! Yowzers! Well, that's exactly what he does, with help from some of his friends. After all this, hopefully he'll drop the L word. And no, it's not lesbian. What's cool about this game is it's what I like to call an RPG brawler, which as you fight hordes of enemies, you get experience points and money. And when you get enough, you level up. Also in each of these games levels, there are shops. Most sell food, but some sell items, all of which are useful to you. Some recharge health, improve your stats, or both. This game I think draws similarities to the NES game River City Ransom, which I also highly enjoy and recommend. Added to the mix is the Subspace Highway bonus levels, which you find flying piggy banks, bustable bricks, and Christian right blocks. Those last two should sound familiar from gamers, and punching them not unlike other certain games will get you money. And speaking of gaming references, there are tons of them. I like the end-level victory poses, in which some of the characters exit in video game fashion. I myself like Scott's Mega Man teleport. It's pretty rad. Oh, and by the way, on Xbox Live Arcade and PlayStation Network, they added an add-on pack to this game, which adds another playable character and adds drop-in co-op, which they did not include when it was first released. Well, if you haven't downloaded this yet, I highly recommend this game. It's really good fun, and it does support up to 4 players locally, but online was not supported. But please don't let that stop you from getting this really great game. Before I end this episode, I know I've said this a billion times, but if you live in or around South St. Paul, Minnesota, or just in Minnesota in particular, please visit my good friends at Level Up Games. Their address is below. Hello. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe and leave me a comment. And visit my website at www.skakinbacon.com/skakinbaconmedia. I also have an animation page, as I mentioned before, and that's www.skakinbacon.com/SPA. Well, as always, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for another episode of Power Up!